Make yourself famous!
Man, that intro just dope. That intro just don't get old, man. I love it. I love it with a passion. I know that sounds like, like we are riding ourselves. Well, mainly I'm the one talking, so but like
doing
it's
tricks.
Just like, doing tricks on it. Yeah, I'm over here doing tricks on it. Hey, man, I'm doing. Let's
Backflips,
let me stop.
360s.
Yeah, 360s.
Ollies.
I'm doing the Naomi splits. You know what I'm saying? I'm over here going crazy. Funk is on roll. I'm over here looking like a funkadactyl, man.
Somebody was about to be I forgot how it went after that.
So it's about to get funky up in here. Wow! And then you got that. It's like a choir, and then a white man. It's just like, and then Brodus shows up. It was awesome. It was awesome. I had a whole lot of fun. And then of course
the funkadactyl people.
The funkadactyl, A-Train at the Lord Tensai. Whoever you want him to be, he popped up. It was fire.
That was crazy. I thought he was gonna get a massive push when I was younger. I was like, this Lord Tensai dude is crazy. You see how he beat Santino Marella in like 2 seconds? He beat somebody quick though.
It was actually pretty crazy, honestly. And I don't even think we started the show. To join the fun. That's because we also didn't post the show either. I'm actually, if you can hear all that clickering and clackering, that's usually me trying to get the show posted, get the show raring to go so people will know that we're live. So you can slide up over here. So now that I just hit the post button on it, boom, we are good to go. Hello all and welcome. Welcome to the Heel Turn Podcast. I'm your host, Isaiah Jackson Jr., Devin Lee Crimes, the host with the most, Devin Lee Crimes Jr. How you doing today?
He made it sound like I came out with boatloads of bags or something. Host with the most. That's me.
Well, you're always in your bag, right? You're always in your bag, I
was getting out of the bag. But yeah, something like that. See, he didn't even ask me how I was doing, man. I'm doing pretty good.
How you doing today, right?
Oh, I guess that's I was already saying I was the most. So I was, yeah.
Hey, there he go. He on defense. Look at that. On defensive mode. Here we go. You looking like Jacob Fatu right now. That's exactly who you looking like right now. We're also watching Friday Night SmackDown. Solo Sikoa's confronting Jacob Fatu. Solo out here, of course, in the burgundy suit, looking vicious, looking mischievous, as he usually does. And so, Devin,
get my hoodie.
In your hoodie, exactly, in your hoodie. Hey, as champion. Also got to throw that in there, as champion. I got to get a Fatu jersey, though. A Fatu jersey is actually really, really hard, honestly. Like, that'll probably be one of the go-tos. But
I'm telling you, my Jacob Fatu hoodie eat me up now.
That Jacob Fatu hoodie. It's like that. I'm telling you. But look, it's too hot now. That Jacob Fatu hoodie might get. I don't know. Is it retired? Is it retired right now?
Well, I mean, I ran with a hoodie on today.
Oh, so you're just a nut job. It's like that's what I'm hearing right now. You're just a nut job.
It wasn't that bad. When the sun, hide from me, I'm like, hey, I'm about to come out here then.
I'm like, when the sun come out, I'm like, yeah, no, I'm done. I'm retiring all hoodies for the time being. Oh, I'm itching. To get into. I know Friday Night SmackDown is on. For that. Yeah, I was like, oh, you crazy. You crazy. You bogus for that. You bogus for that.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. You want I'm over here itching. I'm like, all right, man.
You bogus for that. No, you bogus for that. That was a good one. You got me. But you bogus for that. You bogus for that. I want you to go to hell. It's like, I want you to go down now. It's like now my feelings are hurt. But no, and all jokes aside, I've been itching to talk to you about this. Yes, there's cream for it. I get it. It's like I haven't used it, but look, this Bill Goldberg. I showed this to my sister. I know you guys probably think my sister is like mysterious. I know Devin has seen her before, but usually I talk about my sister and you guys have never seen her. But even her, who was seeing Goldberg at WCW, she seen it the moment he got tased. Scott Hall tased the man, and Kevin Nash pretty much set him down for the World Heavyweight title. But we're seeing him spit in the face of Gunther. He wasn't legit like spitting, well, he not purposely, but he's just literally just drowning my man's. Devin, is this something you wanted to see Bill Goldberg taking on Gunther? No matter what interview it is?
Oh, sorry. I may cut you out. No. I promise you I didn't. I'm good.
No,
if this
please.
If this is last match, then I'll take it. I ain't gonna watch it, but I'll take it because what else we gonna do? He been asking for it for years. Every dog gonna have his day eventually, and I think this is I ain't trying to call Bill Goldberg a dog, but he gonna have his day. It's gonna be losing, but it's gonna be a day.
No, he definitely got to lose. He got to lose. Like if he does it, there's a huge problem. There's a huge problem with WWE and what's going on. This is your retirement match. Retire, leave immediately.
He said, "Leave, don't come back."
Yeah.
Why are you still here?
I was just about to say, wow, we need that. We gotta grab that. Why are we still here? Man, we dropped the gun too. I've been looking to play this for so long. I didn't even play it yet, man. Let's hit this. It's time for the weekly review. Let's get this weekly review started.
It's time for the heel turn.
I'll try it. I'll probably off you.
How dare you? Hey, man, let's get right into it, even though we just jumped right into it. Bill Goldberg, of course, as we talked about, just you're next, Gunther. He got that old man, so he has that old man speech, when like every time you say something, every two syllables, it's like you just spitting on your mans. So
I had to, take cover.
I felt bad for Gunther. Gunther was just sitting there like, I'm like, bro, like I'm pretty sure he took a shower before he got in the ring, brother. Like he don't need a second one. Like it ain't that deep. Like so, honestly, I do agree with everything you said. Gunther showing up is not needed. Jey Uso, it did me, Oot.
I want it.
They want it. But even then, like,
hey, shout out to Jey Uso, man.
Jey Uso made the bit. I think I like Jey Uso made the bit. But outside of that, I don't like the fact that Jey Uso had to lose his title just for us to get this. Like Jey Uso, if that was the case, I'm fine with Jey Uso holding his belt for a little while longer. Oh! Solo Sikoa tries to swing on Jacob Fatu before he hits the catchphrase, headbutt, murder him. Murder! Security came through. Oh no, that's not.
I literally have a screen right in front of me. Why am I not using it? Probably not.
Well, I just gotta hit it.
It played the wildest cartoons. Not like that. It's just I've never seen these type of cartoons before. I'm just being so honest.
I've never seen these type of cartoons before. It's like, dang. It's like, what is on this man's screen?
I haven't. It's just there'll be someone in the bathroom and like somebody walks in, and it's just they go from there, and I'm like, okay. We got Big Jim in the building. Super kick to JC Mateo. Okay, man, look. I'm sorry.
And
Big Jim gonna win the Royal Rumble next.
I'm down for a Big Jim push. Now, honestly, I promise you guys, even though we're reacting and reviewing, we ain't gonna go long. Trust me. We ain't gonna, even though it's a Friday night, we still got a busy Friday night ahead of us. We gonna go a little long, but we ain't gonna go long. I promise.
Hey, what you up to? He said we got a busy Friday. He going out on the town. Look at him. He said, hey. He said they don't call me Izzy for nothing. They don't call me Izzy for nothing. I see you.
Look, man, players gonna play, man, and I got a game tonight. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Players gonna play. Man, Jacob Fatu, okay, coming through hot like a blazing fire.
Yo, told you he me when I can't find something in my room. I'm tired of this. I've been looking all over for this, and you've been hiding it from me this entire time. Oh, I swear. You know, sometimes it get like that.
You know, sometimes it get like that.
And
Sometimes
you just gotta take yourself outside and take a good 5 minutes.
He said sometimes it just be like that, man. Like you don't even try. Sometimes, but I mean, honestly, Jacob Fatu coming through in the clutch. Now we getting the stare down from him and Big Jim. Oh, here we go. Oh, never mind. He was about to hit the moonsault, and Solo said, "No, I'm sorry, I didn't order that. I'm not getting out of here.
I ain't order that.
That ain't my order.
That ain't my food.
You serving that to the wrong person. I'm sorry, buddy. But Jacob's hot. But if this gets us a Solo Sikoa United States title opportunity, I'm down for it. Because who's on Jacob Fatu's side? Obviously, we see Big Jim, but like, how deep is Big Jim loyalty to Jacob Fatu? Because, you know, Jacob was still beating the brakes off of everybody.
That's true. And you already had Solo been asking them to come back to the whatever they are now. Are they still a bloodline or are they just a line?
I think they just align. They just align.
I see the line in the sand.
Oh yeah.
Trying to find out who I am.
We gotta talk, bro.
Tell you,
something happened on Monday Night Raw, and I instantly thought of you. You already know. As soon as I said that,
right.
I'm pretty sure you already know.
Right.
Yeah.
All right.
Can we get your thoughts?
You and my barber, man.
You and my barber. See, this man was in the wheel. This man was sitting here in the barber.
I
was in a wheelchair, but I was trying to say barber chair, but it was like,
I was like, whoa, I end up in a wheelchair. All right,
no, the first thing I was gonna do was spin, but I was like, oh dang, no, that's not like. It was like that's the opposite. But like even then, like the first thing I think of is like you just like turning around with the hood. So yeah, like even then, like Liz Morgan, yeah, if you could just get my beard a little bit. You over here looking in the mirror, like I just really think she deserves to be champion. I think you missed a little bit, missed a little side right here. If you could just spin me one more time.
See, that's what I'm saying. You get mad at me because I can get a fresh, haircut and everything get lined up, and also talk about wrestling. I'm taking out two objectives with one stone.
You right?
I ain't bird because I ain't throwing stones at birds no more.
I'm like, you right?
You gonna see? Then left me on the silence on that first email.
Sorry, I was thirsty. I was thirsty. I was dying.
I don't throw stones at birds no more.
I feel like SpongeBob. This is an extreme thirst. I came out with that big old water bottle. Justin, the boy, what's good, fellas? Man, a huge shout out to Justin. Circle of Debate are live right now. Of course, they're doing great work. They're doing amazing work as they do. And even throughout the week, had a whole lot of fun with them on Monday and Wednesday. I believe I missed Tuesday. But even then, it was a whole lot of fun seeing the boys. They reached 1,000 subscribers, of course, on the road to 2,000 as well. So hit that subscribe button. They are just an amazing group of people, hard-working individuals, and they also showed a whole lot of love when we had Get Yo on as well, and a huge shout out to them. Just want to thank you guys as well. Get Yo was funny as hell. I always think, I'm sorry, just 2 seconds. Just 2 seconds of your time, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't seen it, because you said what?
No, I was trying to lean with it, rock with it.
Oh, lean with it, rock with it. I was thinking about that too, honestly, but even then, like, I thought it was just a perfect description. Can you see not our truth? But we had Get Yo just Ron Killings. You're right. That was a sneeze. I'm sorry. You didn't hear that. But we had Get Yo just on.
He had some hits, right? They had the same amount of time that the women now, if she was trained by Shawn Michaels and everybody else, they would be way better than they are. But it's just like Bubba Sparks. He had some hits, right? But it's not like he's your favorite rapper, Petey Pablo, he's not like my favorite, but he has some hits,
He said, "Yeah, I can play. Well, maybe you want to do it."
You know?
I like this category. I can start putting people in. Like it's just like you know what, you got a couple with like
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a few matches I might have liked, but
Whoa!
I think they like me. I think that. Hold
I
on,
think they like me. I think they, man, them franchise boys always come in clutch, man. Man, you teleport quick.
I am trying to get away from this place. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I was like, is that Deadpool or Barry Allen? I don't know, man. He's kind of fast.
Now you see me, now you don't. You know, it's like that's funny. You want to see me do it again?
You want to see me do it again?
I just ran to that mountain.
It is crazy. I usually always tell the people at work, I'm like, yeah, I got a flash tattoo. They're like, oh, cool, a $50 tattoo. I'm like, yeah, I got a flash tattoo. I'm like, yeah, I got a flash. You press it, I go faster. I was like, if you press it, I run just like Barry Allen. I swear.
That sounds very impressive. I go faster.
I go faster. I got speed over here. It's nothing but speed over here. LA Knight off to a hot start, taking on big Bronson Reed. Wait,
was I muted this entire time?
Brown Breaker. Did you see that tweet? I think I retweeted it. It said Brown Breaker be hearing Scott Steiner in his head like the Green Goblin when he be twitching. Like every time he do that, like he's been acting wild. Like he just barked at Nick Aldis earlier. Like literally just started barking at this man. Paul Heyman just ran. Whoa, down boy, down. Whoa. He said, I ain't never had to deal with this before. Jesus. Like it just absolutely threw me completely off. And so I love watching Bronson Reed and Brown Breaker like this. Just two monsters. It's just a matter of the rumored third or fourth member or whoever is going to be. So like I honestly think that's a whole lot of fun. Sorry, I was just clipping it on the side just to get the privacy going. Let me get this headphone on.
I was trying to get that guy imposter out of my my base of operations.
Imposter? Oh.
So he just
I thought you said the mask there. I was about to say, get this mask off me. Get this mask off me. Where's the butter? Go. Get the butter.
See, man, there you go, man. So I can't just use lotion like other people. Baby oil.
I can't use it. Nah.
It's just the way the music just cut off. Like he was like, "Nah, we ain't using that." Nah, and then the music just done.
Yeah, because I couldn't hear it until I went into the headphones, and I was like, well, this could end. I was like, this could definitely end. But even then, LA Knight handing out the to Bronson Reed. But also, okay, I'm sorry. I was gonna make a joke. I'm gonna say it anyway, but I don't mean this to be funny in any way. I don't mean this to be like insensitive. I guess if I could be a little bit more clear. The first thing I thought of was talking to you about Liv Morgan after seeing what happened on Raw. Me and my sister, I waited till my sister came home so we could watch Raw, so I had to pause it. And when I went on Twitter, somebody posted, "Hey, hope Liv Morgan's okay." So I was like, "Uh-oh, like what's happening?" And of course, it was like a pretty much a drop down, try to get her. She probably saying pretty much just dropped Liv Morgan down. Liv Morgan landed on her shoulder awkwardly, and it looked like a dislocation, a dislocation of the shoulder or just anything in the arm. And honestly, I'm not a doctor. I didn't know what was going on, but we just got, of course, reports. And this is what I was saying, that I didn't want to be insensitive, but in the words of Wes Lee, it's going to require surgery. And so, unfortunately, you said what?
He said surgery.
I'm going to require surgery. I was like, dang. I was like, he hurt. I was like, I'm sorry. Like, and I would be hurt too. Like, all that months of rehab and all the stuff that you have to go through. Yeah, I'd be hurt. But it was just the way he delivered that. I was just like, man, I should be feeling some type of way. But I snickered. I'm sorry. I was like, I hope he came back. And he came back pretty quick. So, honestly, I was happy he came back. And I'm happy to see him. I'm definitely happy to see him. And so, outside of me being an asshole, right outside of, but even outside of that, Liv Morgan, it sucks to see what Liv Morgan is going through right now. You know, especially with something as hot as the Judgment Day. I mean, and that's just coming from me. You guys can disagree, but I definitely think the Judgment Day has been hot. You know, for the past year and a half, and I want to read this to you, Devin, and then I really want to get your thoughts on Liv Morgan. And also, again, not me being an asshole. This is just something I sent to you just recently. 3 out of the 4 Liv Morgan's women's tag team title reigns have ended with her getting a shoulder injury. The curse of the women's tag team championships. First tag team title reign ended in 39 days. Liv Morgan and Raquel won the first tag team championships April 2023. And of course, Liv Morgan suffered a shoulder injury. Second title reign ended in 16 days. Her and Raquel Rodriguez. And of course, shoulder injury in the backstage. Third title reign, of course, came to an end at WrestleMania 41. Liv also was injured due to a shoulder injury as well. Devin, your thoughts on Liv Morgan's injury?
Aside from that fact that I did not realize until now, that's crazy. But it's as I had a discussion with my barber, as I know you hate me bringing him up, but he's in the know. You know, he be watching.
You want to give him a microphone?
And he can pull up too. We could do a show at the barbershop. We could do like Carmelo Hayes used to do on NXT when he used to be him and Trick used to be in the shop, and it was corny, but
I'm down. I'm down for it. Honestly, dead serious. I wouldn't mind.
But with Liv Morgan, it's just very unfortunate because she was kind of intertwined with 3 different like stories in a way going on. You got wrong finger almost. You had with my bad, it was like a ton of people outside that just started laughing. I guess something funny. You had her intertwined with the Roxanne, you know, kind of coming in, messing with Dominic and that whole Judgment Day dissension or whatever is going on with that. Then you also had when Nikki Bella came out about Evolution and she was like, oh, you know, put some respect on my name. So it sounded like a match was going to be happening there. And then, you know, also with she was the tag team women's champion at the same time. It was just like she had a hand in a lot of things that were going on. And now, you know, you had this stop where it's going to be about a good 6 months, maybe half a year. We may be looking at a Royal Rumble or some return. My barber also, you know, we was cooking. We was cooking and when I was getting my hair clipped. When I was getting the Brillo pad on top of my head trimmed, you know, we was speaking the wrestling. You know,
that's a good idea. Some people I'm gonna write that down.
Some people don't live life like that. Oh, I already said she was gonna win the Royal Rumble like 2 years ago. It's just, you know, we just ain't happened yet. Yeah.
That was the only one that didn't come to fruition. The only one.
Yet.
I
give things time, you know. I like to slow build. You know, I'm a crock pot type of dude.
I will say she didn't deserve this. Like, this is, even though I'm first to, you know, be on the trash Liv Morgan train. You know, hey, shout out to Dirty Dom. When I hopped on Circle of Debate, I thought I was hard on Liv Morgan, man. He called her mid, bro. Like, I ain't even like I don't go hard. I say mid is. I
be feeling like Braun Breaker when y'all be talking about her, man. I be sitting there like
you over here barking, like you start barking like we talking about Liv Morgan negatively.
Hey, 2022 to about 23, we found all, and even 24, we found all our validation we ever needed. So, I no longer fight for her.
Oh well,
whatsoever.
LA Knight just beat Bronson Reed due to a disqualification. Bronson Reed heard Scott Steiner. Hey, there's a 30% chance that you can go in there and destroy that man right now. The other 70%, you know, he went in there and did it.
That tsunami, that's how I jump in my bed at night, man. I get to the tallest part of my room and I just, you know, pillows beware.
That tsunami is sick though, because he just get off on that
one. When he
just spread his arms like he like flying, like he flying in them like little like wing things like in the air in the sky.
I'll tell you, I have Fly Like an Eagle plan, the seal version.
The seal version. Tsunami, you over here like flying with your wing jacket. Tsunami.
I'm telling you, Z. That be my interest music coming up. Hey, you know what? Just real quick, very random. Did you see that? They put that one guy from the Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton, in 2K, and he come out to Mini Man.
Bro.
You know I'm jacking that from him. What do you need that for?
That is...
My player needs that, man. Mini Man, mini. All right.
Bro,
Just thought I didn't know if you knew. I thought I split that. I know you like to use Logan Paul's theme for your entrance, so
you know you funny. You funny for that.
You know when your player go like, hey yo.
Let me tell you something, man. I have never been more disgusted at WWE 2K. If I
thought I had to tell you.
I wish I would have bought the disc so I could frisbee that hoe, bro. Like I honestly, like it is so bad. Like
we know this man so stuff, man.
I saw the fireworks, doom, Mini Man. I was like, there's no way. Tyrese Halliburton, where is he from? He's not even from New York. How come is it Jalen Brunson in the game too? What's his interest music? How come we don't know?
I'm not sure. He should be because I mean
they
were in the ring.
Yeah, because now I'm about to crash out, bro. Because this don't make any sense. You're from Oshkosh, Wisconsin, and you're coming out to Mini Men, bro.
Hey, why you? This is Wisconsin, man.
Oshkosh, Wisconsin, man.
Why you?
You want to know why this is Wisconsin? Because the Green Bay Packers are from Wisconsin. So my Wisconsin goes thin.
That ain't Wisconsin's fault. The Green Bay the Green Bay Packers had to be the. I don't like the Packers either.
It's all their fault. Because you decided to live there, knowing that was the case. It's your fault. If you're from Wisconsin, I hate you. I got a sister from Wisconsin. She a Pacers fan. I love her.
Yo,
but she know. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can we chill out with the Wisconsin?
He said, "Can we chill?" Sorry.
Come on. See, there you go.
I was going on. I was like,
hey, this man ain't that far away. No.
He said, "This man ain't that far away. We over here. It's gonna be like that Benny Hill. It's gonna be like."
I walk out the scene. You be like, "Well, I don't know what Devin." I walk in your window. He's like, "You talking about Wisconsin? You better watch your mouth."
It's gonna be Baby Boy. It's gonna be walking through. It's gonna be like that big old arm. I'm gonna just be sitting there getting dragged off the screen. It's gonna be like that little hook. It's gonna be like the hook that come off the Apollo.
Let's do it out here. This is Wisconsin, man. Knowing we got people there that we we care about, and this man out here that's making it even worse.
He said
you would think you would be the one. Well, I got a sister that live out there. I'm not gonna talk about it.
Well, she know I don't hate her.
Hey man, I don't like East Chicago that much either.
Right? Yeah, like they know I don't hate them. It's just your choices in life are not the greatest. And it's okay.
Hey, to each. Hey, that sometimes you gotta let people just. You can only take a horse to the water so many times.
Exactly. There's a lot of them that are Pacers fans. Like, come on now. Like, but listen, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Tyrese Halliburton. Why are you coming out to Mini Man? Where's Jalen Brunson from? Jalen Brunson. Since we doing
Jalen
podcast. Jalen Brunson, born in New Brunswick, New Jersey. And yet he's not coming out to Mini Man. That's insane. Shaq probably coming out to his own music, so
I forgot Shaq made music. I'm sorry.
Kobe ain't got nothing on me. He gonna start rapping. Like that was crazy. Honestly, like this your fault. You got me hot about this, man.
I was just telling you what I had to say earlier. You see, I didn't get hot. I just saying it was like, well, I'm gonna use that song. You could have looked at it halfway full. You the one decided to tip the whole cup over. With hate.
You decided to tip the whole cup over.
Especially this hate towards Wisconsin. I'm like, they right up there.
It is only the thoughts of Isaiah Jackson Jr. Look, I'm just saying this is.
I mean, not Florida, not Oklahoma, not North Dakota or South. Like, why don't you hate them? They got the nerve to be two of them. They know good and well they could just merge together and be one big Dakota. Come on, man.
I mean,
same for Carolina. Like, how you gonna take up two states? Who you think you is?
How you gonna take up
South Carolina? You might as well just merge yourself together and be Carolina. Like, you don't see Indiana being South Indiana, North. Granted, one Indiana's enough, but still,
Indiana is enough. I don't even like Indiana. If you from Indiana,
I got to that point. Well, you know what? The hate is just here. I see.
The hate is just
You
here.
must
See,
hate.
I like Arizona. Like I like Arizona ain't bad. I ain't got a problem with Arizona.
Well, the Rock don't like Arizona.
The Rock don't like Arizona. Yeah, crackhead Karens, meth head Marys. That was dope. I enjoyed that. I happily enjoyed myself. But then again, he kicked it up a notch when he was like, "Oh, Devin's in town. I gotta whip Cody in front of Devin Lee Crimes."
Man, I told you the Rock came in Chicago. He see me in that crowd. You know, I was a little hefty then. He was like, I ain't gonna come out here and say a word. They got Devin out here. The Rock ain't even cooking today. He came out there with shades and he ain't want to look me in my eye.
But you
To
seen
see
it.
to what could he see? You know, he couldn't
But you
even
see
see. I was a cult of personality.
But you see, MVP was ready to bake everybody, right? On AEW, MVP was ready to bake anybody.
Because MVP bought it though. You know.
Yeah, he is.
So it's a little
He
different
is.
though. You know, I might shove Bobby Lashley, but I might not shove MVP.
You know what? You do got a point. You do got a point. Do you have any final thoughts on Raw before we move forward?
I want to say that honestly, I thought that in that match with Jey Uso, what was it, Bronson Reed? It was a lot of Sheamus. I'm missing one more beefy guy that was in that thing.
Uso, Rusev, Sheamus, Reed.
Yeah, Rusev. Oh, however it go. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like Ilya or something, you know, like somebody hard hitting. No offense to Jay, I just didn't think that was gonna be him in that spot, and now it's him and Cody in the finals over there on Raw.
I'm shocked.
I don't know. What about me not liking Jey Uso in that spot?
Well, yeah, because even when I saw
and
it,
I would have wrote him off.
Well, I did write him off, but I was like, if he wins, like you just lost your title, this is a huge win for you. You got to give it to him, right? You would hope they would give it to him. Jacob Fatu going crazy. Me and you solo, Night of Champions. 1-on-1, mano a mano, and I'm gonna beat your ass.
I almost would say he would win, but I don't know. I mean, just Solo got a better trusted number advantage just in case.
Right.
So I mean, Jacob could have friends, but he could have friends.
What was that, Shrek? That's why you gotta have friends.
Yeah. Good old Shrek,
here comes
man.
R-Truth. But
I just want who? I'm just kidding.
Oh, that was a sneeze. I'm sorry.
Kidding.
You keep catching me in my sneeze. That was a Ron Killings. Yeah, you know, that's K Quick, right? Yeah. But that's one thing I do want to say. I did have Jey Uso winning that match. I was like, look, if he lose, you know, you nothing to be ashamed about. But Jey Uso has to win this match because you just lost your world title to Gunther. You still hot. You know, you are still hot, honestly. You just seen the pull an encore on SmackDown just recently. Too hot. Sriracha, in the words of Stacey King. Sriracha. You know, like that dude is burning up, bro. And so when you
shout out to Stacey King, man.
Shout out to Stacey King. Like when you see Jey Uso going nuts out there and still hot, still going crazy, I really want him, as we're seeing right now, you know, seeing a lot of hype come up for this match between him and Cody Rhodes. I really need Jey Uso to beat Cody Rhodes. Yes, I need. Now, since Randy Orton just beat Sami Zayn, I think we might get Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes. But I want Jey Uso to beat Cody Rhodes. That is a big achievement. That is a big W after taking the L to Gunther. You know, you get your confidence back. You still get momentum by your side, and you don't even need the title. I think beating Cody clean would be the way to go. Your thoughts?
Because given who will win the tournament, that's who's gonna have a shot at Gunther, or just like a world championship in general.
I believe it's up against Gunther because
cool.
Jey Uso said the way he looks at it is it's 1-1, so he needs to win this to even the odds.
I mean, Well, I mean, how can I say? If this entire like little, just let's give up the title from Jay to Gunther real fast was for this Goldberg match against Gunther, because that kind of makes more sense, and they already planted the seeds for that when he said, "I got like 5 minutes for you." At Bad Blood last year, I get it. I don't want to, but I understand how things work sometimes. But if that's the case, and we get past the whole Goldberg, have his last match, ooh. If the whole thing is to somehow get Jey Uso back in the position he was just like a month ago, I don't know, because I kind of feel like you making me feel like we was moving to something different, and he was gonna kind of figure himself out for a little bit, and then maybe we could see him back down the line. I don't know. I put it this way: if Jey Uso was to win this tournament, and he's gonna have a shot at Gunther, and then what's coming up next? What, SummerSlam ish? For them to have another match, I don't really see Jay just coming up to him after winning King of the Ring to lose. So I see him possibly winning, but then again, who knows who could probably pop up to add to that. Point I'm trying to make is I guess seeing him just do a huge 360 is just potentially making a 360 is I don't really want to see that. If it's not gonna, I don't know. If it was like a Sammy and Jay in the finals, we might have something. Cause maybe Sammy will turn heel on him, and I finally get what I want. I feel like Batista, give me what I want. Give me what I want.
But that's what I like, though. There's so many.
Give me what I want.
Give me what I want. There's so many twisted turns to this, though. Like, you can. That's why I want this to go forward with Jey Uso. If Jey Uso to go up against Gunther, because we get to go so many ways. We haven't seen Ludwig Kaiser in the grip. He could play a good factor in this.
In Charlotte DM.
Yeah, he and Charlotte DMs. Tiffany Stratton got him by the ear. Like, what are you doing? It's Siffy time. Like, come on. Like, you tweaking. Like, well, but even then, like, he was like, we got Ludwig Kaiser. We do have Sami Zayn. Is he gonna snap? This man keeps being successful. Talk about Jey Uso. He's just a successful man, and here I am just getting dog walked, power driven by Kevin Owens, and just getting absolutely dog walked. Let me do something about this. This dude's a bum. If I could beat him, like put some story to this.
Bum.
Right, exactly. Have Karrion Kross, put him in a chokehold. Let him realize his true self.
Cross jacket,
exactly. Hit him with that cross jacket. Let him realize. Let him wake him up. To bring him to the dark side. But even then, like I think there's so many ways you could go about this, and I think Jey Uso beating Cody Rhodes, I think it's just a huge win in itself that Jey Uso can really, really capitalize on. And hell, I mean, even if he loses to Randy Orton at the end of it, he could beat Cody, but he can't beat Randy. Well, Randy is also on his, farewell tour. He's just not saying it vocally. He's not coming out with a little Mickey ass t-shirt like Goldberg. One last ride, look like a garbage. No, no, not John Cena. No, not my goat. I would never.
Hey, Randy going on a retirement tour too. He just ain't telling everybody how many dates he got left. Like somebody I know.
No, not like my goat. Not like my goat, man. Not like my goat. I ain't gonna put him like that. Okay, I'm talking about a Goldberg with Goldberg's last ride, looking like a Garbage Patch Kid. Just disgusting. Made me sick. So outside of that,
that's funny. Dang. I mean, I don't know, man. It just like I say with Goldberg. I mean, I know we ain't. My last tangent on him. Why does he choose like now, like the late 2010s, the early mid 2020s? Why does he choose now to be trying to do all this stuff? What was he doing back in like 2007, 2008? Maybe I give you even 2012. What was you doing? Now you just be like, you know what? They don't really need me. I probably should go to work. Who does that? Who does that?
That's a great point. Who the hell does that? And why do that? That's what's pissing me off about these old timers now. These old school guys, like they're just like you don't hear. Oh, I'm trying to think. You don't hear Vince Carter coming out. You know what? I think I got one more in me. Just let me play 82 seasons. Just give me the 82 seasons. I'll probably play like maybe 2 games out of it. Or Dirk. You know what? I've been practicing my jump shot. I can hit a couple to Shaq. Yeah, I can hit threes now. Hey, I can hit three. If you could just get me at that 3-point line, just give me at the orange. I got you. Like, come on now, brother.
I could you like 3-3. I'm trying to do a Shaq. I can't do it because I can't talk like that.
Ooh, or that commercial with Emmett Smith and Jerry. There's like Jerry Rice, Troy Aikman. They're all in the like uniforms.
Yeah,
and they're all
that's
on
what
the
I'm
field.
saying. You don't see them, coming back to go one more season. No, you finna be a detriment to the team. Get out of here. It's just
Give it to the team.
be realistic. Like
a detriment.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what was this stuff at? Years ago, where they probably could have used you at WrestleMania 24 or something like that. They probably could have used you at WrestleMania 27. They was in your hometown.
Yep.
Atlanta, Georgia. In the same place I'm over here going at his head. In the same place you beat Hulk Hogan. Where was you at, huh? Where were you at? I got an accent and everything. Where were you at, eh? Huh? I don't know. But yeah, that's my thing with Goldberg. It's just too much, and I don't understand why he always thinks like every 10 years he gotta, remind us. But I can just watch it on Peacock,
Remind us that he's elderly. But
he should be getting his son into. Okay, I'm sorry. That's another Bill Goldberg talk.
Oh no, his son, man. I can't wait to see how his son play because Colorado just lost all their stars. So I don't even know if he's still at Colorado, but if he is, hey, good luck to you, brother. Good luck to you. I ain't even gonna wish ill on you. I'm just saying the team is, a lot of talent, left. So I think it's gonna be a little tough. Let's go across the street. Let's walk across the street. AEW Grand Slam in Mexico. Hangman Page speaking a little Espanol to the audience. Of course, saying that he ain't fighting, but he's still gonna whoop that ass. Talk about John Moxley. Kazuchika Okada, of course, beat Mark Briscoe. I'm so sick of Mark Briscoe just getting his ass beat like that. It is kind of getting annoying, in more ways than one. But here's where I was like, oh, damn. I was like, this is getting hot. I was like, it's getting crazy.
It's getting.
I knew Mystico had love in Mexico. Like, we all know that. Like, we always talked about, even when Sin Cara showed up in WWE, they were like, oh man, nah. Y'all got Sin Cara. Y'all didn't see Mystico. Like, Mystico was a demon. And yes, like we've seen clips, we've seen matches from Mystico. And of course, even though Sin Cara didn't, pan out the way WWE wanted him to be, he still turned out to be pretty fire, outside of WWE beforehand and afterwards. And saying that, this man came out and it was like Michael Jackson showed up. It was like he showed up. There's some people that are literally losing their minds. They're singing this song word for word. Like, everybody is on their feet, hands in the air. Like, it was like a soccer game. Like, honestly, like, the atmosphere was absolutely insane. And then the finish, happens. Of course, MJF loses by disqualification because he's a jerk. I wish they would have ended it in the draw because the match was really good. But he does he looks at the camera, he pretends to like take off the mask, insinuating he's gonna take off the mask. And I'm like, bro, you're just gonna tease it. Somebody go pop out of here. Like, it's not that deep. When do we ever see a masking, especially in Mexico? Like, why would you even do that? And MJF just just slipped right off, just I was like, what? What? Also, I'm leaning in like I'm playing video games. I'm like, what just happened? So MJF, not only did he just take this man's mask, is on the turnbuckle with the mask. This man puts it on, flips off the audience. I'm like, bro, you gotta die. Like, I was like, something has to happen to you. Like, there's no way you're leaving this arena safely. Like, I was like, there's no way. Like, people are booing. Like, they're losing their minds. Of course, help does arrive pretty soon, but obviously it's too late. Like, where were y'all when Mystico was getting his ass beat? So honestly, it was just absolutely unreal. Devin, was this 1980s heat? Was this something that needed to be done in Mexico? Were you entertained by this?
Well, I put it like this. I know MJF has MJF. I know that's exactly what he wanted and exactly what he was going for. And look, I put it like this. If everything can go in a safe manner, You know, you can get under somebody's skin, you know, disrespect them a bit. As long as nobody just actually, walk. Everybody can walk away with all their limbs together. I don't see no real feeling in it. You know, because I walked out the theater, in Infinity War. I wasn't a big fan of Thanos. You know, if he was a real dude, I would have slapped him in the back of his head, like, man, how dare you, snap half the universe away. But that was the emotions that they evoked out of me. Now I'm just saying, like, if you're a heel like MJF and that's what they want to do, they try to evoke that emotion out of the fans so you would hate them. Granted, you don't want nobody to hate you to the point that they want to kill you. Because it's never that deep. You know, because at the end of the day, I could just walk away and be like, yo, this is my job. Chill out.
So you didn't enjoy that at all?
Did I did. I mean, I'm trying to say I did. I'm just saying I'm trying to go on the other side of somebody that probably would be like, there's no place for that, right? I'm like, I've been him as a heel. It is. It's just I get it. Where it's like, oh, I feel like this. Him unmasking him, would have been like, whoa, and that's what MJF was going for. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm saying as a heel, he completed his objective. I'm just saying in those circumstances where he was, what he did, what it meant. I'm just saying I'm glad that he was everybody. Nobody was harmed to in that everything.
Oh yeah, facts.
I'm glad nobody hopped over. Nobody, that's what I'm trying to say. I understood what he was doing. I'm just saying that he did a mission accomplished, and I'm like, and this mission accomplished is great because nobody necessarily got actually harmed. You never know with people.
No, I agree with you on that, but that's what a lot of these guys are going for in most of these cases. And even with MJF, since we got to point to it, let's actually. Where's my screen? Where's my share screen at?
Where's my screen at?
My share screen. But AEW star MJF reportedly involved in scary fan accident. Of course, that ad had just blocked it off. But of course, according to a report by Fightful Select, a fan confronted top AEW star MJF at his hotel following the historic Grand Slam Mexico event. The incident underscores the intense heat the former world champion generated during the show. Sources within AEW claim the fan, quote unquote, went after MJF after the event in Mexico City. The report notes that MJF was unharmed and laughed the situation off. And you gotta love it, man. I think you gotta love that. If you are MJF, that's something you want. That's something you go for. I forgot the match that Jim Cornette even talked about, where it's like, somebody is just getting beat down. Of course, this is a match back in the day, and he's like, just a little bit more heat, and this is like, no, they're getting restless, and it's like, just a little bit more heat, boom, just a little bit more heat, and people are like reaching out, from the barricade. He's like, they're getting restless, they're gonna jump. He's like, just a little bit more, they want that, just a little bit more. If I could just please. And the minute somebody jumped the barricade, all right, I quit. It's just like, all right, we're done. I quit. I don't want to play no more. But that's in MJF. I think MJF is a guy that I'm even seeing his reaction. He wanted that. I think he definitely wants something like that. And I'm glad he's safe. I'm glad nobody wants to shoot and kill the man. But if a fan gonna swing on you, hey, I think you go walk away with a smile on your face.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. As a heel, I feel like I would go to bed at night thinking, man, I'm pretty good at my job. I made somebody hate me that don't even know me like that personally. I mean, I can do that.
Man, look how the tables have turned. No pun intended. Well, yes, pun intended. CM Punk laying down on a Slim Jim table. It's John Cena is sitting there. Yeah, with a pipe bomb after losing to R-Truth.
He's like, I hope you sitting there as comfortable as you could be. Man, I'm sorry. Because I didn't really think about it until, like, visually looking at it now, I'm like, that is kind of crazy. I remember when I was a younger Devin, had less facial hair. I didn't have no muscles and none of that stuff. And, I was watching CM Punk cut that pipe bomb on John Cena, and John Cena had to sit there for like 30 minutes like this.
Yeah. Sitting there like family, like Peter Griffin.
Yeah. I'm like, man, you're like, you ain't never been put through a table before. They look at CM Punk like he ain't never been through a table before. People
look at that cameraman just mess up. I was like, did CM Punk just stand up? No, it was a cameraman that just got in the shot. Look at him.
I saw that too.
You're fired. I hope you hear that in your ear. It's like, oh, yeah. But it's coming from Triple H, and they coming from he who shall not be named.
He should, see.
Voldemort,
man.
Yeah, I was like, we can say his name. I mean, we ain't getting in trouble for him, but
you're fired. Say my name if you dare.
Say my name. Say my name.
If no one is around you, say, baby, I love you. Okay, I can't do it no more.
Right. And the reason why I can't like watch this all the way through and through is because number one, they're gonna post it on Twitter. I'll watch it and then.
See, at first I thought he said because Devin keep talking and I can't hear it. So
I'm gonna watch the full thing on Twitter. Because honestly, us just sitting. Because if we watch it, we just gonna sit here, stay here, and watch it in silence. Like it's gonna be pretty trash. Or we just gonna be sitting there repeating it.
Then if I go on YouTube, they're gonna cut out all the mistakes that they made, and I want to see those.
And I want to see, yeah, exactly. And huge shout out to, and by the way, I do love the fact that MJF went crazy with Grand Slam Mexico. I thought it was really, really fun and just so crazy. As we're going off and watching Friday Night SmackDown, Mercedes Moné comes through and wins her 6th championship, the CMLL World Women's Championship against Zeuxis.
Oh, she already had it.
You said what?
I thought she had already had it. I ain't gonna lie. She got so many of them. I was like, you ain't got that one already? You know, it's like you go in the store, like, I'm gonna get them shoes. You ain't got them already, dude.
Yeah, it was absolutely crazy. As soon as she won it, Toni Storm came through, sniffed the back of her head, and then of course hit her with a suplex and knocked the Sonic coins off of her. Knocked the solid coins out of her. Shout out to Hang 'em High. Might as well just give him the pro plug. Might as well.
Pretty much. I was like,
hey, he was one of the first ones that was just like, hey, if you follow me, I'll follow you. We hit that follow button 2 seconds later. He followed us with the quickness. Now, granted, there's no interaction, but the follow is just great enough. Like the follow is just good enough. Yeah, I was like, that dude is absolutely a legend. So I rock with him. Lean with him. Rock with him. So of course, Mercedes Moné wins the CML World Women's Championship, and she lays down with the Beast Mortos. Nah, she doesn't really lay down with him, and it's just
he had to put it in there.
She just came out and said that they're in a relationship.
With the Beast.
Man, I wonder how Getcho feels. Getcho, said that she was a fan of the the Asian community, and now she switched over to the Beast Mortos. We gotta get Getcho just back to see his comments here. But even then, like, do you have a problem with Mercedes Moné coming through and winning all these belts and being, of course, being the new belt collector? As we like to say.
You know what? I don't think she's gonna stop anytime soon. I mean, nah. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I because honestly, at the time it was a thing where I'm like, okay, what's she gonna do with all these belts? I still don't know what she's gonna do with all them belts. And yeah, I'm gonna just say that.
I don't know.
So,
yeah, you got to drop him.
Look, Kenny Omega, he was a belt collector, so I don't see why she can't be.
But he was a boring belt for as entertaining of a wrestler as he was a boring belt collector. That was a boring belt collector. FTR had some fun. FTR I thought was pretty cool. They held 3 titles. They actually put on some bangers.
I wish it could have ended off with them beating the Young Bucks, and we could have had a storytell ending right there.
Honestly, I feel like that would have been best for business. But even then, huge shout out to Mercedes Moné. First off, a huge shout out on the relationship. I know we clown, but we love to see our queens happy. So huge shout out to Mercedes Moné, and good fortune with her. See, I'm trying to be positive. I am being positive.
I mean, he's trying hard too. He was like this. We like to really wish very well to Mercedes Moné, and I hope your relationship is very I'm like, dang, this man want to. I hope his booty stink, and you find out on the first date, and you only can't say nothing. And I hope he leave you the bill. How about that, CEO?
No, it wasn't even that. Like I'm actually like. I as negative as as negative as we can be to Mercedes Moné, I do actually love the fact that she's actually moving forward, not only just in her career, but she's showing how happy she is. We seeing posts from her and Bailey going back and forth, and so the friendship is still there, just in actuality. So the fact that we're seeing Mercedes Moné happy, just promo wise, not promo wise, but just in general, life wise, relationship wise, it's pretty cool. But hold on, let me see. I'm just really happy for Mercedes Moné. I just got to see some of the fast.
He said, "I actually had this."
Damn.
I mean, there's somebody for everybody,
Yeah, somebody for everybody, you know what I'm saying? But even outside of that, we can actually just slither on over. Slither on
We can
over.
just slide after that, after I just, screamed it to the universe.
Screamed it to the universe.
I just screamed it to a deep void. What happens?
We can watch. We can actually get it to Friday Night SmackDown as well. Friday Night SmackDown, honestly, I haven't been too, wow by it. It's not like I'm I haven't been thinking that this is the best Raw SmackDown ever, but I'm having fun. I'm having fun watching it still. Nevertheless, I just can't wait to see what John Cena is actually saying to this man.
I just feel like, I don't know. Hopefully there's something, because John Cena's a heel. He was already cutting people pretty good as a face. That's why I'm not getting why as a heel he not making people run to the locker room.
Yeah,
I'm not saying as a, I'm not saying that they should. You do that, all right. Kiss any championship goodbye, because I'm always bringing that up. You being I'm the best in the world. No, you ain't. Remember when he talked about your shoes and you ran to the locker room?
Hey, honestly, a lot of people are cheering. A lot of people got their hands up in the air. Hands up in the air. I was like, they look pretty solid.
Hey, I mean, I don't see CM Punk beating him, unfortunately, at Night of Champions whatsoever. Because what? If CM Punk was to be WWE champion, I feel like he would beat somebody else for it.
Honestly, and I want to see that happen. I definitely want to see that happen. Have you been impressed?
Have I been impressed with their feud? Oh, Asuka?
Yeah, I was going to a whole pivot.
Yes, and I'm hoping that how can I put it? I'm not saying that I want her to win the whole thing, but I wouldn't mind it, because she's been on the back burner for a while, and I don't want her to do not no offense to Alexa Bliss. I'm not trying to say how Alexa Bliss came back Royal Rumble, that we just didn't see her till the Chamber. If we're gonna have Asuka and she's gonna go through this tournament, I hate for her to get all the way to the end and just come back, lose, and then she gotta still find her footing again anyway. Might as well. I think it's very well deserved, and it's Asuka.
Are we getting Asuka versus Kairi Sane?
Since Liv Morgan, unfortunately, what happened to her, I see that happening.
I see that happening.
I was just saying, with the tables that have been dealt with.
Because it could have been, of course, Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, but don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately.
Well, I don't know. Maybe Roxanne. See, I always throw Roxanne in there, but then I feel like as soon as I say she's not going to win it, then she wins it, so I'm going to say she's not going to win it.
He's like, I'm gonna just say screw her. How about that? I'm gonna just say screw her.
I'm smarter now.
But I love what we're getting here. John Cena just looks like a freaking manimal. Just look like a monster amongst men.
See, you say that, man. It's that peacemaker form now.
It's that peacemaker form. I mean, Ron Killings actually came out and choked the life out of one of the Pretty Deadly Boys, and
man, they need a turn.
Yeah, they definitely need a turn. But I mean, even then, while Ron Killings was going off, Damian Priest had to pull him aside. It was just like, hey, I used to hurt people like that, and now I don't do that anymore. So I don't think you should either. I don't think you should bow down to the Judgment Day either.
I think we should go and have. I don't even know. I don't know what Damian Priest does for fun. I was like, I can't think of something.
How about we shoot bows and arrows when this is over? But they gotta be on fire.
I'll let you shoot my arrow. Okay, that don't sound right.
I'll let you shoot my flaming arrow. but you can only hit a tree. You know, it's like, okay, I'm done. Like, it's I do, but even our truth, Ron Killings, he was just like, you know what, we got a smile from the man. You know, I like that double penetration. You know, it dabs him up, and you know, he gives him a little dab up. And as soon as Damian Priest leaves, Ron Killings just the smile just disappears. He's just like, all right, I'm back. I'm a demon now. He's like, everything that man just said, bloop, one ear out the other. Like we don't need to hear. I don't care. I just can't. I just want to let y'all know we don't care. You know, it's just like that. That's how
we don't care.
And so, I mean, your thoughts on SmackDown? Were you really entertained with how SmackDown was? Obviously, we'll see how the ending is like a little bit later, but your thoughts on SmackDown? Sami Zayn losing to Randy Orton in the King of the Ring?
I don't understand why Randy Orton got to be in these doggone semifinals because he was there last year. And no, I mean, I get it. And like you said, he doing his low key retirement, whatever he want. I just don't think he needs it whatsoever. Like that could have been the Carmelo Hayes. That I mean, he ain't got to win it, but he could advance a little bit so he can have some type of credibility going up. That's just me. I would have took even Andrade or somebody to be moving along in the tournament because it was just like I said, like how we looking at Jey Uso, like how much this could be impressive for him to beat Cody. Like yeah, he was world heavyweight champion for a few months. Yeah, he won the Royal Rumble. Cool. He could be Cody, a former, long reigning WWE champion, somebody that beat his cousin Roman, that something he couldn't do. Jay, he beat Cody. I'm like, hey, can you beat Roman now? You want to try again? Not really, but
that's what we need. Yes, you're on the right track. I think. No, I agree completely.
I'm like, you want to go ahead?
Look, like he was like, all right, I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much.
I'm talking about the track with you getting beat. Hold on. But
Devin over here tearing up writing rooms. He's like, no, we ain't gonna write that. We ain't gonna write that. Tear it up.
Don't write that. Don't write that down. I was like, I'll just delete that footage. But
delete that footage.
In terms of, like I said, this SmackDown, in terms of progressing towards King and Queen of the Ring, aside, like I said, from just seeing Randy Orton further advance, I just don't agree. It's nothing against like Randy Orton. I'm not saying like, oh, why is he winning this? I just don't think he's the one. Given that he already was in this point last year, I don't get why he has to be in this point again.
Yep.
If he's not, I don't see him winning.
I don't see him winning this at all. I understand he wants to go through everybody. He wants to tell everybody, hey, I've seen we're a little baby, but if John Cena has a title, I'm gonna kick you in the face. It's just like we've been hearing the same story from Randy Orton for the past 2 weeks. I love you like a brother, I really do, but if it's you and John Cena, I gotta kill you to get John Cena. Okay, we get it. Now Sami Zayn is coming, kind of giving us the same story, like, hey, I supported all you guys when it was y'all time. Now it's my time, which don't think so. It's like I don't think it's Sami Zayn time. Maybe next year,
but it could if he would just turn. Hey, like all he need to do is just join up with Seth Rollins, man, and all your dreams will come true. I'm not saying that for everybody. I'm saying for him.
But I don't think he needs to be a Seth Rollins minion though. Like I do think Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker have like minion tendencies. I don't think Sami Zayn. I don't want him to be in that mode. I think he should have, some help.
Well, okay. Well, I just feel like this. I just want him to be a bad guy. I want me and Karrion Kross both want the same thing. We just want Sami Zayn to tell the truth and just just be like, what, all that nice stuff I was doing, forget that. I'm a bad. Even if he got to come out and dance to that bad music again, I'll take anything other than him sticking his nose in everybody's business like he just know everything good in the world. Like, what would I be if I stuck my nose in everybody's business? Like, I know what's right for everybody. There's no way I would know what's right for everybody.
I don't know. You're Devin Crimes. I don't know.
I wouldn't. Look, man, you'll never see me just. I don't know. I'm not a leader of nations.
I don't know, man. They call Devin the Swiffer, man. He the quicker picker upper, man. Any problem you need, he got you. They call that man Swiffer, man.
Swiffer, man.
But outside of that, no, is that Bounty the quicker picker upper? I feel like that's Bounty.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, you know what? They can't. I was like, they both get used to pick up some kind of.
See, this man wasn't even correct me. He was
just I think a Swiffer, you kind of, you kind of wipe something up quick, swoop. Bounty, you kind of. I don't know. I'm probably saying the same thing.
I'm telling you, this man don't even correct me. He just is gonna let it slide. I can't believe this dude. I can't. You know what, Devin? No, you didn't. No, he didn't. That's the thing. He didn't see. Then he's gonna say he tried. Then he gonna lie to us in front of the. Then he gonna lie to us, Devin. Instead of lying to the.
You're a liar. You call me a liar.
I ain't calling you.
I ain't calling you for dinner.
I ain't calling you for dinner. So he says, "I'm not calling you for dinner." It's like, dang. It kind of reminds me of Pusha T when he's like, I don't mind Travis. He's harmless. The way he says it, he's harmless. It's just like, you're a bitch, Travis. It's just like, Travis, let me tell you something. He's like, Travis, and let me tell you something. I think you snitched on me too. Just like, let me get this on my chest. I think you snitched on me because, because I was talking to my mother. My mom does not. My parents, my family, maybe outside of my sister, they don't watch the podcast. They tell me they don't watch the podcast. They know. I know for a fact they don't watch the podcast. Yeah, they tell me to my face they ain't watching. Like, hey, you got all these videos on YouTube. We ain't watching them. We ain't gonna be there. That it is what it is. And saying that, I was telling my mom, I was like, yeah, I'm about to go home, do the podcast real quick. She said, oh, the one you be cussing on? I said, oh, so Devin must have been telling you something. I was like, so Devin must be showing you clips. Devin got like a compilation of me cussing. He's like, damn, hell, damn. And it's just like, look, I ain't trying to say
nothing. It's like 30 minutes too. No.
I know you didn't raise your son to talk like this, but he's like, this is the evidence of your son acting in this manner. I'm telling you. So, yeah, I think Devin snitched on me.
No, all they had to do. You remember what I told you? I was like, dude, 5 minutes in? You made it easy for a new viewer to pop in here and be like, man, that guy on the left is a real Sailor Mouth. And then they come over to me. I may, very, very slightly every now and then I might slide a couple, dog walk dead. I might say something like that. But I build it up. I told you I'm a crock pot type of guy. I had a moments that you be at work or something, you be like, man, by the time I get home, that moment gonna be perfect. By the time Devin use a curse word, he gonna have it just right. We don't just waste curse words out here. We usually build them up for the right moment, so that when we hit you with that word that you just didn't think, it's like, bow. And he just said that to me, and I walk away like Iron Man, the first one when he blew up that tank. I start, start dipping my shoulder on him too, and I walk. It's just, I dip my shoulder like it's some, but yeah.
It was
but yeah, the point I'm trying to make, it probably took her only about good 3 minutes to get the gist of it. So I feel innocent in this.
Right, exactly. And you could have explained us that as well in your outro. Because look, man, is there anything you have to tell the audience before we close this show?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am Devin Lee Crimes Jr. And look, if you want to curse, you can do that on your time. Don't ever think I'm walking around with a bar of soap behind my back, because who am I? I ain't, the profanity police. Because I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I've had to wash my mouth out sometimes. But it is neither here nor there. I ain't perfect, and I ain't trying to be either. So, but I'm me. I ain't said that in a minute. So, while it's Friday and it's 10:10, so you know what that means. It's been 10 minutes since it's been 10. I'm gonna hand it back over to the number one hater in the nation, to the man with all the Funkos in the world, to the man with the TV with the dastardly animations that play at midnight, Isaiah Jackson, watch your back, Junior.
Ooh.
With the music playing, I kind of helped me when I would get to like a little stuff part, and I'd be like, I got it. Talk about his TV. I got it.
Talk about
the Funkos.
Because of the music, I'm sick of you. I'm sick. Ooh, here goes. I got a quote. John Cena breaks the fourth wall. He says, because obviously John Cena does the wave at the camera, so he's breaking the fourth wall, obviously. But we didn't know what he said. He says, "You will step on the necks of people who actually work hard if it gets you ahead." He waves at the camera. Hey, Claudio Castagnoli. Hey, Nick Nemeth. Hey, Matt Cardona. How are you guys doing? Pretty much just saying, hey, man, I shitted on these. Pretty much I didn't.
You see all the people out there buried.
I did all the people out there buried, man. He hit him with that Carmelo Hayes, man. Hit him with that Carmelo Hayes. He got him on the top rope, man. He said, "This dude a bum, man.
Crazy.
This bum out of here." That was sick.
Put the fries in the bag.
put the fries in the bag, you're washed. I was like, this is sickening. He won the Andre the Giant Memorial and just cut the head off and made it into a chain. Like that's
pretty
you
tough.
know, you could at least did that on Juneteenth. You could at least showed us that on Juneteenth or something. You know, showed us a little something. But look, we appreciate you guys for popping on. Shout out to Justin in the chat as well. We will see what's going on over the weekend. Of course, busy weekend. So gonna be on the lookout for that. Thank you guys so much. So much for tuning in. We always have fun doing this. Even if we don't get one in on Thursday, we are going to make it up.
We don't have fun.
Yeah, exactly. When don't we have fun? Exactly. I feel like it's hard. It's hard.
It was that one time.
Right, it was that one time when Liv Morgan won. No, it was that one time when Aaliyah was, showing herself and I was sick.
Yeah.
I wasn't having fun. Devin was mocking me. Devin was mocking my sickness, mocking my health. But look, we appreciate you guys. Love you. Hate to see it. Love to see you guys back. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys.